Hey there, thanks for tuning in. This is the Tammy Tine Design YouTube channel. I'm Tammy, and today I'm bringing back my Rethinking Pattern Paper series with a whole new collection teardown video. I have two Echo Park collections to break down. I'm going to start with Little Dreamer Girl in this video, and later this week, I'll break down Little Dreamer Boy in a second video. So, why do I only break down Echo Park collections? Why not Simple Stories or Doodlebug or another company? The honest answer is I don't buy collection kits unless they're on clearance or I can get a really good deal. In general, I usually buy only one or two papers from any collection, and that's typically all I want. But Echo Park has amazing warehouse sales, and they also have a booth at one of the scrapbook conventions I go to every year. So I'm able to get their older collection packs at a really good deal. I have just never purchased a warehouse box from Simple Stories, but I know they do occasionally offer them. I don't have any of their collection packs, but if I did, I would break them down as well. If this series continues to be popular, I'll be on the lookout to buy more collection packs from some of the other brands. If you are a new subscriber or you've never seen any of my collection teardown videos, I will link all three videos in the description box. There's a lot more information there about why I'm doing this in the first place. Before I dive in, I did want to say that there are so many reasons to keep collection packs together. I know a lot of scrapbookers rely on collection packs to create with. There's one color palette, the patterns all coordinate, the theme is consistent, everything matches, but collections have just never worked for me. This collection has a little girl theme. And when I see this entire collection, my brain is thinking, okay, I need little girl photos, or I need to find maybe my own childhood photos because there are cool patterns in here that will make cute layouts for little girls. And while there are papers here that I could use on other kinds of layouts, my brain is telling me I don't want to break up the collection and use those papers on other layouts. I want to keep it all together just in case I find little girl photos to scrapbook. So on the shelf it goes because I'm keeping it together for any little girl photos I come across. 2 or maybe 3 years later, I've never put my hands on my childhood photos. I don't have any little girls to scrapbook. And besides that, I even forgot I had this collection at all. It's kind of a waste, right? So if I were to use these papers for other pages, the best way for me to do that is to break the collection apart and to stop thinking about it like I need to find little girl photos. Better for me to create smaller page kits that are not theme specific. And that is what this entire series is all about. I break down collections and put the papers into my system where I'm more likely to pull them to scrapbook with. So that's my little intro. Let's go ahead and dig into this first collection. Little Dreamer Girl has so many fun colors and patterns that don't just have to be specific to little girls. Like in my other teardown videos, I want to go through each paper in the collection and figure out where it might fit best into my stash. I like to create page kits for individual layouts. In general, I do not make large kits with a bunch of papers and then scrapbook multiple layouts from that one kit. Instead, I make one layout with my page kits, so I usually only need 2 or 3 or 4 papers. Once I look at all the papers, I'll start back at the beginning and pull out papers that I think will make good layout kits for my system. I'll have sticky notes to help me make piles of all of the papers. This first paper has multicolor rainbows and clouds. This paper would be great for spring and summer layouts, for weather layouts. I live in Florida and we see rainbows all the time. It rains in the afternoons during the summer months, and when the sun comes back out, there's often rainbows. I always take pictures of rainbows when I see them, but I don't tend to scrapbook them very often because I never think my photos are very good. Rainbows are also good for scrapbooking something hopeful, and it could also be symbolic of something lucky. So there's lots of options for a fun rainbow print like this. This is also a good kid starter paper. What I mean by that is a pattern with all of the colors from the collection. If all you had was this one paper, you could easily go into your stash and find tone on tone and single color papers that could coordinate. I'm always looking for the kit starters in every collection I break down. On the B side is a tiny star print on a navy background. This is a nice tone on tone print. If you didn't want to use the rainbow side, this side could be used for boy layouts, for sports layouts. Stars are a universal motif, so this could be used on all kinds of layouts. For me, this print would be perfect for my B-sides rainbow. I have a whole collection of papers that are tone on tone or single color prints. I keep these kinds of papers separate so they are easy to find, and I keep them in rainbow order. The next paper is a cut apart sheet. This one has various sizes. Most of the sentiments are girl oriented, except for the floral and the gingham frame up at the top, and the clouds at the bottom left hand corner with the raindrops. I probably wouldn't, pardon the interruption. My cat Harley is looking for some attention. Hopefully, I can keep her off screen. I don't usually use the cut apart sheets, so I'll probably skip over this one and go straight to the B side. And here we have a nice multicolor plaid print. These plaids make great background papers and they are perfect to mat with. Look how nice this looks with the navy paper with the stars. This side is my preference for sure. This one is also a kid starter contender because it has a variety of colors from the collection. The next paper is a unicorn and rainbow print on a blue background. This could also be a kit starter. If you wanted to use this print, you'd be looking to add in tone on tone papers with the navy and the dark and light pinks. For me, looking at this print, I don't have anything currently to scrapbook with this. Going back to the idea of breaking up the theme, this is not a paper that I would need, so let's see what's on the back. Here's a lovely polka dot print on a pink background. This paper is much more useful to me in my everyday scrapbooking than the unicorn side. I'm not going to scrapbook little girl photos anytime soon, so I don't see a need for holding on to the unicorn paper. But the B-side with the polka dots is probably where I'm going to go. This is perfect for a B-sides rainbow. Or it could get added to a page kit. And look how good it goes with this floral next to it. This floral pulls in the same dark pink color, so these two would coordinate great in a kit. While the floral does feel very feminine, florals are great for all kinds of pages. This would be another kit starter paper with the pinks and the blues and the greens and that pop of lime and navy. On the back side is a tone on tone skinny stripe paper in blues. Here's another perfect B-side paper. I like to add stripes like this to my page kits, but if I had to guess which one I prefer, it's probably going to be the floral side. I do love to scrapbook with florals. Here's the 3x4 cut apart sheet. Again, most of the sentiments here are girl themed, though not every card is. There is a card with florals, one that says best friends with a rainbow, and one with just an alphabet. There are some fun motifs here that you could also fussy cut. That's always an option. I probably will not use these, so I just want to see what's on the other side. Oh, nice. There's a cute heart print on a white background. These are multicolor hearts in different sizes. This could be a kit starter as most of the colors in this collection are here. Hearts are universal too, so this paper could be added to any kind of page kit to scrapbook almost anything. This paper is text with some of the icons and motifs from the collection. All of the same phrases and sayings that we've been seeing throughout the collection. This would be a fun background paper and be great for mounting photos and layering with, but this paper isn't going to work for me. I'm not going with the girls theme, so let's see what's on the other side. Here we have another heart print. This one is a tone on tone pink with various sizes of hearts. It looks great with this other heart paper because they contrast. One has a white background, the other is dark pink. I think I could put these in the same kit. The size and scale of the hearts is a little bit different. They are bigger on the white paper. Again, hearts are universal and can go on most types of layouts, so I will use this paper on the B side most likely. Here's a dainty floral paper with all of the colors from the collection. This could be a kid starter paper. With florals, you can scrapbook spring photos and garden photos, and it's another great layering paper. While this feels more feminine, this is not theme specific, so it would be easy to use this paper on various types of scrapbook pages. On the back is a nice tone on tone green paper. This is the first green paper we've seen in this collection. The print on here is a plus sign, so that's not theme specific either. This could go in a B-sides collection and be pulled into other kits if you didn't want to use the small floral on the other side. And if you do want the floral side, it's nice to have a neutral print on the back as you can use this for scraps or to map photos. Here's the 4x4 cut apart sheet. These Echo Park collections come with so many cut aparts. I'm not going to use this side. On the back is an O and an X print on a navy background. Well, it's more like X's and dots because the O is way smaller than the X. This paper has multiple colors. The X's are all different colors, but the navy is the dominant color, and it really could read more like a tone on tone paper. This next paper has a teacup print. Each of the cups are filled with different prints from the collection. This is a good kid starter paper with the various colors. If you're scrapbooking for girls, this is a great tea party paper. But this could also be good for documenting a morning coffee routine. I know we've probably already done that many, many times, but maybe you could find a new spin on it. If you have a special mug collection, this paper would be perfect. I have some of my grandmother's teacups and saucers. I could use this paper to scrapbook my memories with those and how they came to me. Even though this one has patterns from the collection on the cups, you could always find other B-side papers to coordinate. This could easily be pulled out and made into a page kit on its own. On the backside is a tone on tone gingham paper. The gingham print is more of a bigger medium size. If you don't want to use the mugs on the other side, this is a B-side paper all the way. I love that there always seems to be a good balance between the theme papers and the basic patterns in these collections. This next paper has dancing fairies, or maybe I should say ballerina fairies. There are stars on this print too. I don't have a need for this pattern, so I'm just going to flip it and see what's on the back. Wow, this is a really interesting limey green color. This color is all the way through the collection, but in very small doses. The pattern on here is a combination of X's and plus signs. This might be good to add to a B-side rainbow because the color is so unique. You never know when you'll need this kind of limey green. And the print is universal. It's X's and plus signs, so it could go with anything. But since it's so unusual, I'll probably end up adding it in with other papers from this collection. I'd probably have a hard time using it otherwise. Here's another cut apart sheet with 4x6 cards. These are the big ones that work great for titles and card bases or pocket pages. I don't think I need these cards though. On the back is a super cute butterfly print. This one's more cutesy, so perfect for any kind of child layout. But don't let the cuteness stop you. Butterflies can go on all kinds of pages. This is a multicolor paper with a white background, and it has dark pinks and greens, navy blue, and lighter blue. It would be easy to find other tone on tone papers to coordinate. Here's a sort of mixed media kind of print with open circles and closed circles, a messy stamped navy dot circle, and then there's also tiny hearts mixed in, all on a white background. Lots of colors from the collection represented here, so this could be a kid starter paper. This is not really themed. It could be used to document almost anything. Bring in more of the blues and the greens with other B-side papers, and this one wouldn't even feel very feminine. I could use this to document home pictures or travel photos or pet photos. When I flip this paper, we have another star pattern on a pastel pink background. So another great tone on tone print that could be added to a page kit or to a B-sides collection. I believe this is the sticker sheet, so we are at the end of this collection. I'm going to set the sticker sheet aside. I will keep the sticker sheet with any of the papers that I put in my Echo Park file. I'm going to get my sticky notes and start breaking this collection up. I do go into more detail about why I group my papers into these categories in the very first video in this series. If you need a refresher, I encourage you to go back and watch that video. This paper is going in the kit pile. I'm going to pull a rainbow photo, so I'm definitely making a page kit for that. I don't see myself using the cut aparts, so let's see what's on the back. This is that fun plaid design. This paper would be great for a page kit, so for now I think I'll add it into the kit pile. As we go through, I may move it if it's not working in a kit. I'm not going to be creating a paper with these cute rainbows and unicorns. So what's on the other side? We have the fun polka dot paper that is perfect for a page kit. So I'm going to put it in the kit pile for now. Here we have these pretty florals on the white background with blue stripes on the back. This paper will be easy to make a page kit with, so this one's also going in the kit pile. I'm not crazy about these cut aparts, so let's flip this one over. On the back is the fun multicolor heart print. I'm not sure I want to add this print to any of the other papers that I've pulled for kits. So for now, I'm going to put this in the Echo Park pile. Here's another very themed print that I'm not going to use. And on the back is the tone on tone heart print. This paper would look good with any of the papers I have in the kit pile, but I'm not sure I want to put it in there yet. So I'm going to put it in the Echo Park pile. It's a good B-side paper, so it may move. Here's the other floral on a white background. Since I already have a floral on a white background, I don't think this is going to go in my kits. When I make my kits, I'm always looking for contrast, different motifs, and a size and scale difference. These two papers do not have contrast. They both have white backgrounds. I tend not to put white background papers together. The motif is the same. Both papers have florals. The one thing they do have is the difference in the size and the scale of the print. I'm not going to put these two papers in the same kit. I could possibly add it to another kit depending on what I put together. But actually, the B side is tone on tone. I think I would put this one with the floral. So, depending on what else I might find, I think this green side could definitely work with the floral. I'm not going to use this cut apart sheet. On the back side is the navy blue background with the X's and the dots. I think this one would contrast nicely with the rainbow paper. All of the boxes are checked for me: contrast, different motifs, and the rainbow has a larger scale than the X and dot print. So I'm going to keep these two papers together in the kit pile. I don't think I'm going to use this teacup side. On the B side is the blue gingham print. This could go into any of the kits, but it's also a perfect B side paper, so I'm going to add it to the B sides for now. I'm not going to use this fairy ballerina paper, so I'm going to flip this one and we have the limey green paper. This is that really unusual lime color. I do like papers like this, but they can be hard to use. I honestly think the best chance I'll have to use it will be to add it to a kit with papers from this collection, so I'm going to put it in the kit pile. Here's the 4x6 cut aparts. I'm not going to use this side, so it's on the other side. The cute butterflies. Actually, I think the cute butterflies might coordinate really well with this tone on tone heart paper. I do like this, but so many of the butterflies are the same dark pink color, and I think that that dark pink feels like it's a lot. I probably like it better if I added in another color. Maybe this lighter pink? Well, no, I'm not really a fan of that either. While the lighter pink is a good color, I'm not liking this combination. Would I like it better with the blue? Yeah, I do like that better, but I'm still not sold on these papers together as a kit. What I might do instead is keep the two heart prints together. I don't always like to have two papers with similar prints. in this case, the hearts, in a same kit. But these two papers do contrast. The one in front has the dark pink background, and the one in back has the white background. It is checking some of the boxes for me. Let me move these other papers aside for a moment. I like the contrast here. They have the same motifs, the hearts, but the size and scale of the print is a little bit different. It's not a huge difference, but it's noticeable enough for me. The dark pink hearts are a little smaller, and some of the multicolor hearts are bigger. So now I'm thinking these two papers would make a good kit. I'd want to add in some tone on tone papers with other motifs, but I like this. So I'm moving them over to the kit pile. Let's see what else we have. This gingham paper will go in the B-sides rainbow. This mixed media print could go into a kit too because it has all of the colors. But on the back is that star tone on tone pink. I don't have a ton of pinks in my rainbow, especially this kind of blushy pink color. So I think this one is going to go in my B sides. This butterfly paper is super cute. It has the 4x6 cut aparts on the other side. For me, I prefer the butterfly side, but I don't think there's any papers in the kit pile that I want to add this to. So I'm going to put this in the Echo Park pile. Let me go through this kit pile and see if we can form some better kits. For sure, I want to keep these two heart papers together. So this one is done for now. Wow, look at how that green pops with the navy blue. That's not something I ever would have thought to do myself, but it's a really interesting combination. And if I add this rainbow in with the white background, wow, this one is really checking off all of the boxes for me. All three papers contrast. We have a navy blue background, a lime green background, and a white background. There are differences in the size and scale of the prints. The X's and the dots are the smallest. The green print has a little bit bigger plus signs, not by much, but I'm okay with it. And then we have the large rainbows. I would also say that the navy and the lime prints are very similar. It's the same kind of shape. They're like X's on the blue and plus signs on the green. But because the colors have high contrast, I'm okay with putting all three of these into one page kit. This one is kind of a surprise for me. Had I not been intentionally breaking down this collection and trying to find different combinations, I probably never would have put these three papers together. I love it when that happens, though. And now it kind of feels like a challenge. When I turn the cameras off, I really need to go find a rainbow photo to scrapbook with these papers. So I'm putting these in the kit pile. And what do we have left? Here's the plaid with the white background. Do I have anything here I'd put with this? I feel like the kid starter is really the floral. Would I put these two papers together? The motif is different. We have florals and stripes. The size is different because the stripes are all on the skinny side, while the floral has the big flower clusters. What I don't like about putting these two papers together is the white backgrounds. They don't really contrast well against each other. I don't usually put two papers with white backgrounds into the same kit. That's my own personal preference. However, if I were to put a contrasting paper in between, say this green tone on tone paper, I do like it better. I definitely want a contrasting paper in between these two. I also like it with the dark pink, but because the pink is a polka dot, that could go in with any kind of kit. I could definitely add this one to the B-sides. Then again, it does work well with this kit too. If I added it to the kit, I would have four 12 by 12 papers, so that's a full page kit. Actually, it could be good for a two-page layout. And it's usually easier to separate the two white background papers on a two-page layout. Either the pink or the green could go in between. So I'm going to put all four of these together as a kit. So out of this collection, I've created three kits. One, the two heart papers. Two, the rainbow paper with the navy and the lime green. And finally, this floral with the pink polka dot, the plaid, and the green paper with the plus signs. I have two tone on tone papers to add to my B-sides rainbow, the blue gingham, and the blush stars. And I have only one paper, this super cute butterflies, to add with the sticker sheet, and these will go into my Echo Park manufacturer file. And that is how I break down a collection. Next up will be Little Dreamer Boy, but I'm going to split that off into a separate video, so watch for that one in a few days. See you then.